and the diagram shows a rectangle of length 42 centimeters. The area of the rectangle is 966. So what happens is area equals length multiplied by height, or sorry, length by width. Okay, if it was the length, let x be the width. So it's going 42 multiplied by x is 966. Then just basically divide 966 by 42, and what do you get?
23.
23? 23, okay. So it's 23. Okay. So, now that we know it's 23, okay. Find the height of the rectangle done. Find the area of the shaded region. The area of the shaded region is the height of the area of the triangle. The triangle's base is 42 and its height is 23. So it's a half base by height, which is going to be a half 42 times 23, which is, anybody?
483 centimeters.
483, okay, centimeters squared. Okay, so that's that one done. Okay, the next one we're going to do is 29. Okay, so dude.
What about the next line with thing? What's that?
This one here, okay, what we're going to do is we've got to find out what S is. So S equals, label them. This one can be A, this one can be B, this one can be C. It doesn't really matter which one's which, okay? So you have 25 plus 26 plus 17 all over 2. Okay, and what happens when we add them together? We should get 51 plus 17 is 68. 68 over 2 34. Gives me 34. Okay, next thing is we're going to be putting that into this equation here, the area equation. So A is going to equal the square root of, now the first one's going to be 34, then you're going to have 34 minus 25, then you're going to have 34 minus 26, and then finally you're going to have 34 minus 17. Okay? Now you have to put all of that into the calculator, and what you get when you put it into the calculator?
200 or 204.
204. 4. Who got 204 for that one? So you just got to put it all in the calculator and get 204. Okay. Alright guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to pretend that you're looking at a front-on view of the pyramids, and what you can see here is this the side we're going to be looking at. Okay, so it's a triangle. It also, by definition, has to be isosceles, doesn't it? Because it's a pyramid. So because we know we're dealing with an isosceles triangle, okay, we can just draw the front of the pyramid. It should look like this from the frontal view, okay? Now that's done. Okay. Now that that's done, the base of the pyramid is of side 240. So the bottom is 240. Okay. Each slanted edge has a length of 150. Calculate the total area. How do you get the area of a triangle? Now, we could do this two ways. The first way we could do this is just do what we did last time. Do the S formula. Because we have 150, 150, 240. Can anybody tell me a second method that would work? If you draw this down, half it to 120. Do Pythagoras' theorem, then do a half base by height. I think personally most of you would probably go for the S formula, just put it in, input it in, no, nothing complicated. So we'll do the S formula way. In fact, we might try both ways just to show that it turns out the same way. Okay? So, S equals, so let A be 150, B be 150, C be 240. So it's going to be 150 plus 150 plus 240, and divide that by 2. What you should get there is 270. Okay. Next thing is area. The area formula is the square root of S bracket S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Put it in, and what we should get is 270. 270 minus 150. Will somebody please do this one for me? 270 minus another 150. Sorry. 270 minus another 150. And finally 270 minus 240. And what would all that turn into?
What is that, sir?
10,800.
So 1 second.
10,800.
10,800 meters squared. Okay. This won't be the answer in the back of the book because this is the area of one triangle. We're looking for the area of 4 triangles. So multiply that by 4 and tell us what we get. 43,200.
Yeah, square root 10,000.
Did you get the square root that time, Gavin?
Sweet.
Did you use the square root to sign in your formula?
Yeah.
Yeah, you already used the square root. It's all done in one go, Harry. Okay? So, 43,200. Okay. Alright guys, I was asked to verify this using the second method for the same question. I'm going to do that now. Is that alright? Okay guys. What happens here is we're going to do it another way, okay? Now the second way of doing this is somebody might have came along and done this a different way in the leaving cert, right? What they would have done separately was they would have said, okay, I'm going to half the C value of 240, split it into two right angle triangles. We're going to do Pythagoras' theorem to find the height. So 150 squared equals height squared plus 120 squared. Can somebody in the calculator do 150 squared minus 120 squared? Connor? Pythagoras' theorem way, right? You split the base. Sorry?
8,100.
Okay, square root 8,100? 90, alright? Now, all of a sudden, Jack, alright, we have this triangle still. Its base is 240 and its height is 90. So how do we get the area of that? Half base by height. So just half 120 and then multiply by 90.
10,800.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Half 240 multiplied by 90. 10,000. Oh, it's the full base for the formula, base by height. We're getting the area of the full triangle. You'd be right if you're just getting this triangle here, because that's the base of 120. But the base of the big triangle is 240. And lads, 10,800 was exactly the same answer we got last time. You multiply it by 4, you get 43,200. Okay.